vehicle operating in the area of Biddle and Oak Street. The vehicle was described as a black GMC Envoy with Michigan plate David King Victor 221. Per lien, the vehicle returned stolen out of Allen Park and was reported stolen on January 18, 2025. Officer Rasmussen observed the vehicle traveling northbound Biddle and Ford Avenue and waited for the vehicle to pass. He then got behind the vehicle, confirmed the license plate again, and then effected a traffic stop with several officers to assist him. He was in a fully marked patrol vehicle and uniformed as well with Wyandotte Police uniform markings. The vehicle came to a stop. The felony stop was done with several officers, where they then took Mr. Cartella out of the vehicle, and he was identified as Jose Cartella. There was a rear damage to a window into the back of the vehicle. Mr. Cartella has approximately 3 felony convictions to make this a habitual offender. He also did not have a valid license at the time of the stop.
All right. Thank you. Upon examination of the complaining witness, I find the offense charges committed. There's probable cause to believe defendant committed that offense. And counsel, your appearance, please.
Good morning, I'm Neil LeBlanc here on behalf of Jose Cartella, who appears via Zoom from the jail. Mr. Cartella, can you state your name, sir?
Jose Cartella.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. And counsel, as to the arraignment.
The client waives any further formal reading of the complaint, stands mute to the charge.
All right, and the court will waive the formal reading, sir. You do have the right to have an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the court will appoint one to represent you. And in fact, you've had an opportunity to speak to an attorney today, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The court has also signed a petition in order for court appointing an attorney for felony matters. You have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have a trial by a judge or by a jury. You also have the right to remain silent. Anything you say orally or in writing may be used against you in court. Do you understand those rights, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
The court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. Schedule this matter for a probable cause conference on January 30th.
9:15.
What's that?
9:15.
At 9:15 a.m. And counsel as to bond.
Well, with respect to bond, Your Honor, leave that up to the court's discretion. I point out that the allegations, it's not a violent offense that he's charged with. Did appear to be cooperative with the officers, but beyond that, again, leave the court's discretion.
Sir, where do you work?
I do side jobs, like I help like roofers clean up the ground, stuff like that.
What a weirdo!
You help what?
I help people that tear off roofs, like clean the ground and stuff. I do side jobs. I don't really have a consistent job.
Okay, so if you don't have a job, then what are those jobs on the side of? Typically, a side job is it's on the side of their somebody's typical employment. But that seems to be your job is inconsistent general laborer work, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and so why do you not work full-time, sir?
Excuse me?
Why do you not work full-time?
I don't know. They call me every now and then, like very, very rare that they call me to help them.
That's not my question, sir. Why are you not working full-time? What is preventing you from working full-time?
I haven't been looking.
Bringo!
You've been looking.
I've not been looking.
You're not looking?
I wasn't looking for employment at the time.
Okay. When's the last time that you were employed, sir?
Like a couple of years ago.
All right. Are you currently on probation anywhere, sir?
I can't hear you.
Are you currently on probation or parole anywhere?
No, ma'am. I seen you on TV.
But I'm a creep.
You saw me where?
On TV.
Okay,
I have a second career, I don't know.
maybe that's my side job, I have no idea, but, okay. So, sir, let me ask you, in all seriousness, sir, you're not on parole for your matter from the Third Circuit Court from 2020? The felony larceny in a building?
Yes, ma'am, but I'm not on parole anymore.
When did you get off parole, sir?
Like 3 months ago, I just got out of prison. I maxed out.
Oh, and what date, when were you released from prison, sir?
December 19th, 2024.
December 19th, 2024.
I maxed out.
December 19th. So a month ago? Right?
You said?
December 19th of 2024, so 1 month ago?
Yes, ma'am.
And here you are, back in custody, where it's alleged that you are again charged with the crime of theft or dishonesty. You have a retail fraud from 2023. You have a retail fraud from 2023. Let's see, Highland Park, then Livonia, then Third Circuit Court, the felony matters that we just spoke about, 2 of them, 2 different cases actually. And those apparently ran concurrent. And then in 19, you have a larceny, pled guilty in the 19th District Court. And in 18, pled guilty breaking and entering without permission, Dearborn. And your entire criminal history, sir, is riddled with crimes of theft. With the exception of 2012, you have a child abuse 4th and a domestic violence 1 as well. Other than that, you have a lot of resisting and obstructing in 2015. Other than that, you have a significant amount of cases involving theft or dishonesty. And Detective, as to bond,
I'm just concerned with, he has approximately, looks like 8 warrants for failure to appear, so I'm just concerned that he may be a flight risk, especially with the habitual offender notice. So just $50,000, 10% to assure his presence in court, not to operate a motor vehicle unless authorized to do so, because he is unlicensed, not to violate any crimes.
so he's unlicensed and he's alleged with with driving a stolen vehicle.
Yes.
All right. So, Mr. Gartella,
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
not sure somehow there's, the detective could sense what I was thinking, but I can tell you right now, sir, that given the fact that your criminal history is full of crimes of this nature, given the fact that you were just released from prison for another crime involving theft, and you're out for about a month, and now you're arrested for stolen property again. So the court has some serious concerns for the safety of the public. And while this may not be a crime of violence, it's still a crime against individuals, financial, economic hardships as well. Because when there's a stolen vehicle, somebody may not be able to get to work or whatnot. And then there's another, there's a lot of other consequences that occur from that. So the court's going to order a $75,000, 10% bond. The court has serious concerns for the safety of the public, which is one of the conditions that this court, one of the factors this court needs to take into consideration when assessing bond. The court's going to also order in the event you post bonding not to possess or have access to any firearms and or any weapons, you're not to drive a motor vehicle, and you also are to have a GPS tether house arrest through the Wayne County Jail. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
All right, we'll see you next Thursday. Thank you.
Ringo.